strength of this Virginia team seems to be the running backs. What's kind of stood out to you on film?
Oh, they run hard downhill, and they're a little bit shifty, so anytime you have all those three combinations, you're dealing with a challenge. So downhill backs are what we like to see, and they're extremely competitive.
It seems like all of those guys that they have kind of bring different things to the table. What do you expect out of their main guys that you're going to see?
It's just mainly the looks they're going to bring to the table. We're going to see a lot of split, a lot of zone, a lot of power, and they're going to run downhill at us, like I said, and they know what they're going to do. They're going to stick to it, so we got to stop it.
There's a team where you're expecting them to run north and south, up kind of up the middle. That's the sort of thing.
Absolutely. They're going to take it to the perimeter a little bit, but they'll have some lead guys pulling for them and stuff like that. But for the main part, they're going to get it filled.
How different is it going to be for you having a true freshman next to you instead of Jordan Zumwalt?
For the most part, we've been practicing this whole summer and stuff like that, so it's not a surprise by this time. He's ready, so let's do it.
Do you go in with the mentality that you might have to maybe be a little bit more of compensating for him?
No, not at all. He's got his own back, and if anything, he's going to learn from what I do, and it's going to be his first game, and I'm excited, and he's going to learn fast, and we're going to keep it rolling.
What kind of challenge does it make when you have potentially two quarterbacks playing? You got to ready yourself for both of them, kind of different styles.
We had a game plan against both those guys. Both are extreme athletes and very competitive, and they both bring a little bit different styles to the table. But that's our job as a defense to combat their play.
Grayson Lambert specifically, what have you seen on him on film?
Which number is that?
Quarterbacks.
11?
11, yeah.
He stays in the pocket, likes to pass. He looks downfield, is always keeping his eyes downfield, even when he's outside the pocket, which is always a threat. Because sometimes when quarterbacks get outside of the pocket, you tend to try to chase them down. But if you don't keep your eyes downfield, they can throw downfield.
Do you have kind of a day of routine before a game that you stick to every day?
Absolutely. I just get my breakfast, do my plays, watch a little bit of film. I like to keep consistent every game.
So how does a 9 a.m. start time affect that? 9 a.m.
It doesn't really affect it. We're waking up. We're doing the pregame meal the same. We're going over last minute plays, last minute adjustments, and we're getting the locker room, the music, everything. Everything's gonna be fun.
When do you think the last time you were fully healthy for a game was?
Food. It's football, and I'm a linebacker, so I don't know if that question's valid.
It's been a while. A few years.
I feel great now. And I can't wait to play.
As an inside backer, you kind of have to be able to see the whole offense. Is there a position that you study first on film?
I like to look at the interior linemen, see how aggressive they are, if they're climbing second level fast, but then it always works out and then up. You gotta look at everyone as a perspective and what routes the receivers are running, what concepts are going to draw you into the play. So everything comes into play, I feel like, when you're game planning.
With the experience on the defensive line, year of extra experience, do you think you'll have more freedom to roam, not have to deal with so many offensive linemen this year?
That's a possibility. It just depends on what front we're in and what calls we're calling. Maybe they're stunning, maybe I'm free, maybe I'm not. It just depends on what gap I have to fill. Just all of that comes into play.
You've seen Kenny Clark a lot, being behind him. How big of an effect do you think he's going to have being in his second year when you guys are defending the run?
Man, he's a beast. If he's going to perform like he's been practicing the spring ball and this preseason, he's going to have a great year, and you guys should hear his name a lot.
How much does he help kind of open up things for you to stop the run? Because it seems like he's taken a bunch of those guys.
He holds his gap, and he can take two guys at a time. So it definitely helps me behind him.
Cool.
Thanks,